Okay, so I had an idea.
Like, I don't even know. What's the point? Like, I don't even.
Basically, an Eataly recently opened up in London, and it's one of these like giant, big Italian grocery chains. Super cute, but I wasn't really sure how well it would do in London.
Break a mirror, fight fire with fear, kicking the highest gear, you're on the highest.
First off, we're in England, which is not really that far away from Italy. Second point, and probably more pertinent, is a lot of our grocery stores actually carry things that are made in Italy because it is close enough to be produced there, like our pastas, our olive oils, all of that stuff. And normal prices are charged for it. They're not more expensive or whatnot. So yeah, so I thought what I would do.
Running, got me gunning. Old school cat, got me stunning.
My plan is to go in there first. We're gonna look for some products, and then we're gonna go literally across the street to Tesco, and then we're gonna do some comparison shopping. So should be fun.
Running, got me gunning. Old school cat, got me stunning. Funny how the rest gon' come in. Funny how you back for the loving I'm in. I got one too many tricks up my sleeve. I mustn't leave. Overdose on empathy. My pops and me. More screenshots of me. The streets are free. Go ahead and take from me. Feeling right, out of line. Gotta hit my boy Ricky for the whip of time. Proud of driven, but it's nothing but the climb and grind. Take the time, tripping over space and time. My mind in line, speaking like a god of time. My modest mind, speaking from the heart of kind. A way to find another way to pass the time. I made my mind a station kind of race. Yeah, running, got me gunning. Old school cat, got me stunning. Funny how the rest gon' come in. Funny how you back for the loving. I got one too many tricks on my sleeve. I mustn't leave. Overdose on empathy. My pops and me. More screenshots of me. The streets are free. Go ahead and take from me. Break a mirror, fight fire with fear. Kicking the highest gear. You're on the highest tier. And when you're contemplating about a nation breaking, don't erase a fight would take a say. Take the middle road, hate to hear it. Go break your spirit. Go waste a year. So tell yourself that you go be enough. When the time's rough, it's kinda hard to hear it.
Okay, so I thought the best way to actually do this was to do some price comparison with you guys. I know what you're all thinking. So we're gonna do Eataly first, and then I'm gonna quickly bring you over to Tesco, and then coming back. Now, with all of these products, the Tesco products, they're all made in Italy, and I made sure to do that. And I also made sure to find like better, finer brands in Tesco to do the comparison shopping.
More screenshots of me, the streets are free. Feeling no feel for me. Running, got me gunning. Old school cat, got me stunning.
So I was actually quite surprised because Tesco carries this brand exactly, and of course there were a ton of olive oils in Eataly, but there were actually also a ton of olive oils in Tesco from Italy, from Spain, from Greece. There was actually a fair amount, so I was impressed by that as well.
Overdose on empathy, my pops and me. More screenshots of me, the streets are free. Go ahead and take from me. Feeling right, out of line. Gotta hit my boy Ricky for the whip of time.
So next we hit pastas. I know, the variety in Italy. So I went ahead and I picked the kind of like the most normal looking one to compare it with Tesco. And with Tesco, I found the Tesco Finest to kind of compare it to. And so in that respect, the prices are actually quite similar, and Tesco is actually a bit higher.
Go ahead and take from me. Break a mirror, fight fire with fear. Kicking the highest gear, you're on the highest tier. And when you're contemplating about a nation breaking, don't erase a fight would take a say. Take the middle road, hate to hear it. Go break your spirit, go waste a year. So tell yourself that you go be enough. When the time's rough, it's kinda hard to hear.
Now, from wandering around in Tesco with a camera, which was totally strange and completely normal when I was in Italy, I found out that all of the Italian goods actually had Italian flags on them in Tesco, which made it significantly easier to find.
Funny how the rest gon' come in. Funny how you back for the loving. I got one too many tricks up my sleeve. I mustn't leave. Overdose of empathy, my pops and me. More screenshots of me, the streets are free. Feeling no feel for me. Running, got me gunning. Old school cat, got me stunning.
I mean, there were so many different wines in Italy, and they divided it into regions of Italy. So you'd have like a cubby hole there and a cubby hole there. I like pricing wise it was all over because there were so many different wines, and as was at Tesco. I mean, when you're in Europe on this side of the pond, alcohols are just fairly inexpensive and you can get them from so many different regions. So yeah.
My boy Ricky for the way up in time. Proud of driven, but it's nothing but the time and grind. Take the time, tripping over space.
How should we do this? This seems a little weird. All right, so just finished Eataly, just finished Tesco. I think originally what I had thought, keeping in mind that I had been to both of these places before, was that I would be able to find like a ton of Italian-made goods at Tesco, which I think we did, and then essentially, render Eataly a bit useless. But what happened today was, I think because I had gone in the morning, and there were less people. Like, it was a more enjoyable experience in general. Eataly was just, it was just something fun to be at. Like, obviously, it's a very cute place. It's all very curated. You're obviously going to find things in Eataly that you will never find in Tesco. All of these like handmade stuff, all of these like very, factory specific things in Eataly. I was able to find basic stuff like olive oil and tomatoes, cheese, like wine, kind of like the main things that you would think Italy would be known for. So we found that in both, but yeah, it was a more pleasurable experience, I think, going into Eataly. My worry for Eataly is just that it is a very, very big space. Like, they are very well staffed. There's a lot of people in there. That area is kind of part of the Spitalfield area, so the rent is going to be super expensive there, in addition to all of the personnel. So the question really remains, like, whether Londoners are going to be interested enough on that scale to make up for, how much Eataly has paid in terms of rent and in terms of staff. But I guess the good thing is, like, a lot of people that I saw inside were tourists, and I think Eataly is really good for tourists. And I think a lot of their money maker is going to lie, let the train pass, in all of the restaurants inside, because it does seem like there's a fair amount of like the work crowd. So they're going to have plenty of people that are coming in for lunch. They're probably going to have a lot of people, on the weekends, maybe. I don't know so much like towards the end of the day for the work week, but definitely for lunch. So that is still to be seen. So yeah, maybe a couple months down the line, a year down the line, we can do an update and see if Eataly is still here. But anyways, I hope you guys had fun with me going to Eataly, going to Tesco, me taking you guys around to in the East London area. All right, cool. All right, I'll see you guys all again real soon. Bye. We're on a spinny thing. Great.
Break a mirror, fight fire with fear, kicking the highest gear, you're on the highest tier. And when you're contemplating about a nation breaking, don't erase a fight, we'll take a say. And take the middle road, hate to hear it, go break your spirit, go waste a year. So tell yourself that you go be enough when the time is rough, it's kinda hard to hear it. So I'm holding big dreams, sending you a pen for a life of